And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Comunicaciones FC versus CS Cartagines in the CONCACAF Central American Cup play-in round, Leg 2, 2023 Central American Cup play-in round, Leg 2. Comunicaciones FC contra CS Cartagines en la Copa Centroamericana de la CONCACAF repechaje, partido vuelta. 1-1 on aggregate, 1-1 global. The winner, right now, Comunicaciones has the away goals. All they got to do is draw. If it's a 1-1 draw, they go to penalties. If it's a 0-0 draw or a scoring draw over 1-1, Comunicaciones goes through. Wait, no. No, actually. No, turns out a 0-0 draw or a 1-1 draw is already only what can put Comunicaciones through. If it's a 2-2 draw, that'll be Cartagines. A 3-3 draw, Cartagines. So basically, no. Comunicaciones has to win outright. 0-0 draw, 1-1, and a penalty win. So win outright or... My bad, actually, yeah. Comunicaciones has to win. They have to win. Who wins Copa Libertadores? Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors. Should be a good game, this one. I agree. Should be a good game, this one. I agree. I agree. So let's see how this goes. Canada women beat Brazil. I saw. Starting 11s for Comunicaciones. Freddy Perez, Steven Robles, Jose Pinto, Matias Fraccia, Eric Gonzalez, Jorge Aparicio, Jose Carreno, Jose Contreras, Antonio Lopez, Juan Angono, and Jorman Aguilar. And for Cartagines, Kevin Bersenio, Jose Quiros, Carlos Barahona, Jose Vargas, Ari David, Jaquel Venegas, Dylan Flores, Christian Martinez, Alan Guevara, Justin Daly, and Marcel Hernandez for Comunicaciones, for Cartagines. Cartagines wearing their blue and red, Comunicaciones wearing their white. Yes, they're in the Champions Cup. Could be the round of 16 if they win the Caribbean Cup. At least the preliminary round, though, but they know they'll be in there in February. Or they'll be in that draw. They don't got to win a play-in to get there. They're already in. Now they're playing for a trophy. Super chats are on, y'all. I'm going to guess we're going to see some gifted memberships from Yeezus when he pops on. Comunicaciones. About to have a kickoff here. Damn near beat Vegas last night. I know. I thought it'd be close, but you know what? That's life. Sometimes. And we're off. And we're off down in Guatemala. Comunicaciones versus Cartagines. We're off. Comunicaciones has the away goals, but that means a draw is very untenable. A 0-0 draw would put them through. A 1-1 draw would go to pens. Comunicaciones has to win outright. If they lose outright, they're out. If it gets to 2-2, they're out. If it's a 3-3 draw, they're out. Any scoring draw but a 1-1 is not good for them. And even then, they still have to win on penalties. I didn't even see the rankings. Imagine the Stanley Cup final between the Blackhawks and Rangers. The attendance for that game would be crazy. It would be crazy. I agree. I told you the Habs would be good this year, though. Let's see. CFP rankings. I need to check these out. Ohio State, LSU, Georgia, Notre Dame. Wait, no. Okay, no, that wasn't right. Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Florida State. I just saw the thumbnail. Washington, Oregon are just out. Yeah, that honestly kind of sucks. Georgia's better than Ohio State, to be honest. And Michigan shouldn't even be there, the sign-stealing pricks. 2 minutes in, 0-0, settle. Settle, 0-0. Three minutes in. Timbers are going to keep Acosta. Yep, I heard about that. He deserves it. He's a really good player. 0-0. Right now, Comunicaciones are going to snake through. Ohio State doesn't have an easy schedule. I mean, yeah, that's the one thing that Ohio State has over Georgia is Georgia has an easy schedule. Ohio State doesn't. But I don't think Ohio State's that good. I love Thanksgiving, yeah. Thanksgiving's a good holiday. Nice. I like Thanksgiving, but... So, with that being said, Christmas is my favorite, yeah. Christmas is my favorite, yep. Devontae Adams don't want to play for McDaniels anymore. Hopefully something gets done with the Raiders and Mark Davis can grow a pair. I hope so. But 6 minutes in, 0-0. Preferably, hopefully Devontae Adams gets traded to the Patriots. That won't happen, though. Hey, we can pull a Randy Moss with him. Give Mac a wide receiver 1, and we might have some. Okay, I'm still shocked Sears is kicking in Guatemala. Because Comunicaciones has a Sears ad on their neckline on the back of the jersey. Come see the Guatemalan side of Sears. Ooh, that wasn't good. Shot over the bar. But then again, which one's weirder? Johnny Rockets on Saprisa's sleeve or Sears on the back of Comunicaciones' kids? I don't know. I can't believe Johnny Rockets is in Costa Rica, but it failed here. I remember when Johnny Rockets was still here. With that being said, do you bet on women's football? No. Aaron Rodgers said he almost traded to the Raiders for Randy Moss in 2006 or 2007. Some smoke, but it didn't happen. Thank God they didn't do that. Comunicaciones right now looks like they'll still go through. Thoughts on England Lionesses losing to Belgium? Funny. It's hilarious, and I love it. If Cavalier in, who you think is going to win the next game between Mocha and Robin Hood? I think Robin Hood will do just enough to go on to the final. They just got to win outright. Because it was in Mocha, I think. So it was in Mocha. At Mocha. Yep. So all they got to do is win outright. No matter what. And I think Robin Hood can. You don't want to go down to Suriname. Robin Hood gets it done. They'll play Cavalier, and we'll have a Cinderella versus a favorite in the final. And we'll have a Dominican Republic third place match between Harborview and Mocha, which I think I had. Mocha winning that anyway. Well, with that being said, still 0-0. Settle is settle. Defending well. 10th minute. Huh. 10th minute, 0-0. Settle is settle. We got more to go. Comunicaciones playing forward, but they just can't get a touch to it at all. Messi called out Gerard Romero for line. 11th minute. England had trouble beating Haiti. Hey, sometimes you have bad games. What are you trying to say? '11th minute. Will Mississippi State be going to a bowl game? I don't know. They need to win 2 more games. Kentucky, yes. Southern, they should be. It may be a shitty bowl game, but they'll go to a bowl game. If they don't beat Kentucky or Southern, we have a problem. It's going to be a lot harder. But if they beat Kentucky or Southern, they're in. I think they'd still get in on APR, though. Academic progress rate, even if they didn't get 6 games. So really, it's 1 win. But you'd like to have that 6th win just to be careful. Just to know. '12th minute. Can you watch NXT? No, and I really don't want to. Plays in, shot, but that'll be cleared. Crossed in. Comunicaciones can't get the shot. 10-1 Rangers. Jesus. Header. Comunicaciones is putting on the pressure. They know that it's going to be an uncomfortable game if they don't score. Very uncomfortable, and still be uncomfortable unless they score 2. They could still blow it, but USL in 2024 is supposed to have new teams, Rhode Island FC and North Carolina FC. I mean, Comunicaciones damn near came back from a 2-0 deficit against Herediano as well. Or Cartagines, I should say. Wait, no. Oh, no, Cartagines got their ass kicked by Alajuelense. Yeah, it was Comunicaciones who lost the league. Or lost the game. Damn near came back, and then Herediano with the last second. There we go, yeah. Damn. Joel Embiid for the Sixers. Clippers receive James Harden. PJ Tucker. 76ers receive Robert Covington, Batum, Marcus Morris, KJ Martin, 2 unprotected first-round pick, 28, 2 second-round picks, 1 first pick from the Thunder, 1 pick swap. I mean, Harden plays somewhere he's happy. The 76ers don't have to worry about the ego of Harden, and Nick Nurse could run his system or whatever. So, 14th minute. So, I guess it's a good move for both sides. I think the Clippers are trying to push this Kawhi era even more. Harden, Kawhi, and George. I don't know if it'll help, but they should make the playoffs at least. We'll see what happens. 14th minute. Vikings got Josh Dobbs. Yeah, I don't know if that'll help the Vikings, but you know what? I like Josh Dobbs. I want to see him succeed. Better than the Cardinals. 14th minute. I'll find a way to hit you up if I'm in Montreal. Hopefully you're the one who speak. Hopefully you can speak French well, because I won't be able to. I could try, but it ain't gonna sound good. It ain't gonna sound good. '15th minute. Embiid, I think he's staying. I mean, they would not get rid of Embiid. If the Sixers got rid of Embiid, that would be dumb. Some crazy trades, small amount of trades on the NFL trade deadline. Yeah. Let's see here. That's out for goal kick. Yes, goal kick. Yeah, Chase Young to the Niners. What? Wow. They couldn't do that for Montez Sweat, though? Fuck out of here. He went to the Bears, but Chase Young goes to the Niners. Okay, fuck out of here. 16th minute. Montez Sweat to the Bears. There's so many variations of French that you might be able to pull off a certain dialect. 50-50 on possession. That's true. But Niners got Chase Young. Did Kyler Murray retire? No, he just came back from his ACL injury. Perfect timing for Josh Dobbs to get traded. Because if not, they'll play their backup, other quarterback. But if not, Kyler Murray will be back soon anyway. So, perfect timing. 17th minute, 0-0 for the Cardinals. Stetson Bennett out for the season. Ooh. Chase Young, 49ers want him. Of course. th minute, playing forward, headed away. th minute, 0-0. Comunicaciones are playing well forward. They're playing forward. They're doing well defensively. It looks like they're going to hold on at the very least. Yeah, that's a foul. You got body check. This ain't hockey. You can't do that. This ain't hockey. Can't body check a dude. This ain't hockey. Free kick. Move gives 49ers another talented starter on their star-studding yet underperforming line. Reunites Bosa with his former college teammate at Ohio State. Oh, yeah. Chase Young did play at Ohio State, yeah. Hopefully they get out on their feet. Things get good for them. When's your next game? Tomorrow night, 6:30, Atlanta, Columbus. Headed away. Tomorrow. And that time I won't oversleep. 19th minute. Playing forward, Comunicaciones gets the ball out. No, free kick in the 20th minute for Cartagines. 20th minute, free kick for Cartagines. That's true. That is true. The bigger the bag, the bigger the risk. That is true. Free kick. Thoughts on the next game between Alajuelense and Herediano? They got 2-2 aggregate. Alajuelense will get it done. They're playing at home. They have the away goals. I don't see them ruining that. I see them getting to the final. I don't think it'll be a problem. Over the top, there you go. I don't see them having a problem. That's just my opinion. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. We have very few likes. Hit the like button. Yep, run that like button up. Let's go. Herediano. Yep, and then Independiente Esteli tomorrow or Thursday. Yes. 21st minute. I think Comunicaciones is playing the better game, but they're playing very chess matchy. They're doing just enough to get through the play-in. Like, they don't want to really be here, but they know they could be in Champions Cup if they do enough. But they know, but their effort isn't really of, I don't know. They wish they were still actually in the tournament. But they're not. They're in the play-in, so. Best, can you imagine the best U.S. women's national team, Canada women's national team combined 11? In goal, Kaylin Sheridan. The back four, Ashley Lawrence, Vanessa Gilles, Germa, I would say Trinity Rodman. Puebla's winning 1-0. Trinity Rodman. Midfield 3. Midfield 3. Defensive mid. I really don't know who the defensive mid would be. It ain't going to be Quinn. We'll go with Quinn's still playing. We're going to go with experience. We'll go with Quinn. I would say under 2 goals. Here or the Puebla game? I'd say under in both cases. I would say Sophia Smith in the midfield. I would go with Sophia Smith and Julia Grosso in the midfield. The front 3. Alex Morgan at striker because Christine Sinclair's retiring. Jordan Hadema and Adriana Leon at the wings. Canada women beat Brazil 2-0. I'm happy. At least I can win some big games. So there you go. So Naomi Germa, Sophia Smith, and for the USA, we got Naomi Germa, Sophia Smith, and Trinity Rodman. That's it. It's even harder considering the Canadian and U.S. generations, like the really big players, are retiring or close to it. Oh, Alex Morgan. Yeah, because I think Hadema's a better winger anyway. Yeah, so Alex Morgan. Because she's still going for some reason. And Christine Sinclair's retiring, so I'm going with what they would have at the Olympics. West St. Louis plays kicking the ball up front, hoping for a miracle to score. Yeah, maybe they've finally been found out. They've forced mistakes all year, but in the playoffs, it's hard to get those. You know what? You may have a point. I never thought of it like that, but it turns out maybe the Red Bull style just doesn't work in the playoffs. Red Bulls fans would know. What a save, Briseño. Red Bulls fans would know. I don't think the USA has a good defensive mid. At least they're going to bring on the physios here. That's better than Quinn. So I think Columbus wins it all. I don't think they're that good. I mean, I like Wilfred Nancy, but I don't think they could do it. I mean, it's like 2020. Nobody expected it. They could do it. They came out of nowhere. They could do that again. But I don't. I think Houston's another team like that could. I have more faith in Houston. Like, could come out of nowhere and do it. So, 27th minute. What goal? Comunicaciones score 1-0. And players hurt. What a goal. But they get the 1-0. Comunicaciones. Wow. Whoa. And an injury, but put his body on the line. And he's doubled over in pain, but he put his body on the line to get that goal for Comunicaciones. Oh my word. What a header. Plays on rushing. Golazo! Aguilar scores. I don't see where the injury came from, though. Aguilar, non-contact injury, pulls his oblique, I guess? Non-contact? Jorman Aguilar. Yeah, Jorman Aguilar with a goal. But what a shot from the angle from Jorman Aguilar to give Comunicaciones at least the one goal they need. He's not going to get stretchered off, but they did pull out the stretcher. Two one on aggregate. 1-0. 2-1 global. Comunicaciones has the lead properly. Did he get hurt celebrating? No, he got hurt as he was shooting the ball. Like, in the play, he got hurt, but he pushed through to get the goal and then went down like a ton of bricks. And then he held, like, his side. So I'm guessing it's a... But they're all around him. This may be more serious than... This may be more serious than we think. They're all around him. They're circled around him like nobody could see. Golazo. I think it's an injury, not a heart attack, but I'm not sure. He held his side. I mean, that could. I don't like that they're circled up around him. Like, if it was a regular injury, I mean... If it was a regular injury, I don't think they'd be circled around him like that. That's the one thing that worries me. And they've brought out the red helmets. It's got to be serious. They're going to put him on the stretcher. They're pulling away from him, the players. He's on the stretcher. I don't like the way that looks. I'm praying for Jorman Aguilar. One of the biggest goals he's ever scored, and he was able to push through, but I don't like the look of this. Red helmets, safety vests, a stretcher, and they were circled around him. I don't like the look of that. I don't like the look of that. I'm not going to speculate, but well, he's on the side of the pitch. Maybe that's not so bad. If they're going to drop him on the side of the pitch, they're subbing him out. But Lescano's on for Aguilar. They're not stopping the game. They're going to get this done. But if he's on the side of the pitch instead of just being escorted out of the stadium, I guess it's not that bad. But I don't know. But I'm still praying for him. I don't know. I'm not sure. And they're still working on him in the corner. It's going to be a throw-in. I don't know. He was holding his side. Is that the My Other Team is Mexico commercial? I don't know if it's that bad, because if it was that bad, they'd probably just wheel him out of the stadium. Like, they would freaking be running him out of that damn stadium. You would think, at least. If it was that bad, because you ain't going to do nothing to a stroke or a heart attack on the pitch. Especially in CONCACAF. So maybe it's not that bad. It's encouraging that they dropped him at the corner. Dropped him is a bad term, but they just put him down at the corner and they're still working on him. That's encouraging. Maybe it's not that bad, but to have your medics wear red helmets and safety vests, I mean, that's a little bit worrying, even if it's just an oblique injury. But in CONCACAF, and they're still playing on, so I guess Danny T Radio made an awesome video on San Diego FC today. I'll be watching that. He already made a San Diego video, but he made another. Well, there you go. Danny T. Do away goals matter here? Yes, but Comunicaciones had the away goal lead, then they scored. Away goals count, though. If they draw 1-1, they're going to penalties. If they draw 2-2, they're eliminated. So at this point, they either have to win 1-0, draw 1-1, and win a shootout, or just win outright. That first goal was a comforting goal, but it could still go away. It could still be answered back. I think straight to penalties after 90 as well. Yep. 33rd minute. I think it's straight to penalties if it's tied after 90 on aggregate. Only the final has extra time. We need that second goal then. Yeah, but then if you blow that, you're out. I think if you're Comunicaciones, what I say is you should only go for that second goal if Cartagines scores. And then push for another if you get that second. Because then you're going to need it. For now, if it happens and you get that second goal, sure. But right now, you focus on defense. Of course, you use your possession wisely, but I'm not saying shank it. But if it was me, I'd be like, hey, if they don't score, take this to the bank, okay? And maybe at the end score a second goal just to feel comfortable for like the last 10 minutes, because then they won't. Point being is either Cartagines score a goal, then you score that second goal. Or try to. You go to penalties, fine. If they don't score, then maybe in the last 15 minutes you try to score that second goal and shut the door. Because at that point, you'll really demoralize them and they're not going to score 2 goals in 10 minutes. Like maybe with 20 minutes to go, you try to score that second goal and shut the door and demoralize them. But you don't. You gotta time it right. You score a second goal at the half, they still have time to regroup and be like, hey, we'll get that away goal win, 3-3 on aggregate. It's not going most of the time. But in finals, they have extra time, at least. Which team would Jose Mourinho ever coach in Liga MX if he ever coached in Mexico? America or Tigres? You wouldn't go to Chivas? I think it's America or Tigres. I don't see him coaching Rayados. I don't see him coaching Chivas. I don't see him coaching Toluca. America or Tigres. Not Pumas. That's not his thing. He hates playing youth players. Monarcas. You mean Atletico Morelia or Mazapan? Or are you saying Mazapan? Or are you talking about Mazapan there? 36 minute. 1-0, 1-0 esta noche. 2-1 global, 2-1 on aggregate. But you have to time it right, okay? If you want to score a second goal, I'm fine with that. If you accidentally score a second goal before the half, I'm not going to get mad at it if I was the coach. But here's the problem. You have to time this right. You can't just sit there and say, hey, we're going to score a second goal right before the half, at least meaningfully. I'm not saying shank it, but hold your possession. If they give you a look, I mean, it would look like match fixing if you didn't take it. But you got to look at it from a strategic point of view. A second goal before the half, they're going to have time to regroup. And who's to say you don't have the worst second half of your life? If it's going to get you through, sit on it. If they score, go for that second goal. The worst that's going to happen is you don't get it, and they get us. But if you have the possession, you turn the tables on them if they get that goal, and they have it 2-2 and it's a penalty shootout. Worst that's going to happen is you hold the possession, you don't score a second goal on the night, you go to penalties, and we'll see what happens. The worst of the worst is losing the shootout, but at least you're in the shootout. I think it's a strategic plan, or a good strategic plan. Who had the better career in MLS as a player, Beckham or Landon Donovan? Landon Donovan. How we doing? Saludos. Saludos. Donovan was the better player in MLS. In MLS, not full career, but MLS. David Beckham took freaking wintertime loans. That man was not that committed to MLS. I mean, yeah, getting him probably made the league solvent and made the league worth a damn and probably made sure it was going to survive. And how we got there, Comunicaciones has the lead 2-1 on aggregate, 2-1 global, 1-0 esta noche, 1-0 on the night. He's out of the corner. I think I just saw it, yeah. Lescano. Aguilar's out of the corner. So they either pulled him out of the stadium or he's on the bench. "39th minute. Header. Nothing there. Is this club football? Yes. See. Arriba creemos. I have them winning, so. 39th minute. '40th minute, 1-0. Over the top. Boom. Header. Bring it down. Nice. Comunicaciones, 1-0 cross, headed away. Goes wide, but still onside. Shot, or a long shot, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. 41st minute. That type of goal would have definitely demoralized him, though. 41st minute. What is your club? Toronto FC. I had a horrible season. 42nd minute. Blocked away. Anangono doesn't get the shot. That's going to go out for a goal kick. "43rd minute. I agree with that, yeah. But the referees aren't trained well. The referees are not. They don't know the rules of their own game. Or they're so biased that it doesn't matter. They don't know how to call a game. How we doing, Isaiah? They just don't know how. And it's a sad thing. Football is supposed to be a fair sport, but the referees are dim. I don't know how high their IQ test scores are, but going crazy over Sprite Cranberry. The whole side or just you? Who? The whole side or just you? Guess a lot of people have seen it then. Foul. Yep. You told me already. But I ain't the only one. Okay. 44th minute. 44th minute here from Comunicaciones. I had them winning this tie so far. It looks like they will and go to Champions Cup. Anangono. He plays it short and nothing there. Starburst. That sounds awesome. Giving them Starburst. That sounds awesome. Just hopefully they're pink. I don't know anybody who likes yellow Starburst. Anymore, at least. I don't. The one person I knew who liked him who's been passed away for 4 years now. So I can't pawn those yellow Starbursts off on anybody, but at least they came out with favorites pretty quickly after that. So I get all the pink and red Starbursts I want without having to pawn off the yellows. And the other two red flavors are pretty good too. But I think they've even made an all pinks pack now, haven't they? There you go. So, I think. So, I've bought favorites more than I've bought regular Starburst over the past 4 years. There you go. I missed the orange because I liked orange. But the regular red, 6 minutes of stoppage time because of the injury. Pink, Pink and red are the best, strawberry and cherry, but orange was good. It's just yellow that's... No. I like lemons, but not in Starburst form. I like lemons, but not in Starburst form. No. What if they had horchata-flavored Starburst? Like they would ever do that. Maybe in Mexico. Maybe in Central America. And if I saw it, I mean, I'd try it. Can't be worse than the yellow Starburst. 11.5 Rangers right now. I'd try it. But I don't see them doing that in America. They could do it in Central America. I don't see them doing it in the USA or Canada or anywhere else, but maybe Japan as well, because Japan just has really crazy flavors. Like, I don't think they know what horchata is, but they just do crazy flavors. Like, they just do. So, it's just a Japan thing to do crazy flavors or participate. It's one thing I love about Japan. Spurs or Man U tomorrow. Spurs. 46th minute. And through it all, we play the way we want to. 11.5 Rangers right now. Make me say something funny on stream. And if it's quick hitting enough, maybe you'll see your comment. I think you may have, though. I don't know. I haven't started watching the streams yet. I've watched my own videos, but I haven't started watching the streams yet. But I think you have. So do it again. You'll be sure. But sometimes I can't avoid keep having the comment on screen in one of those moments. Not saying I want to avoid it, but sometimes my punchlines are so punchy that the comment will be on the screen. Used to have a Peyton Manning Colsters back in the day when I was a kid. We gave it away. And you're a Tom Brady fan and you had a Peyton Manning jersey? I know you and Rory have. I think BKL has. Before. Like the 2 live ones. Somebody to choose from might not make the cut. If it's funny, it's going to be on there. Or if it's a good call as well. Like that live stream one will probably be an hour and a half with as much of a roll I've been on, if I'm being honest. Like I've been on a roll this year. There was so many good moments. I don't know. I may have to cut that thing down, but hey, hour and a half on Christmas Day just watching the best moments. That don't sound too bad to me. Well, I don't know. The video one, it's a little bit the RSR one is a little bit shorter than I thought it would be so far, but I've just got through March. I don't think when it came to RSRs, I don't think I was really on the roll till the summer anyway. So, I did the reverse card jokes in there though. Don't worry. The reverse card jokes in there. Don't worry. For sure. That was never going to be missed. But I felt like I was funnier, but maybe it's the streams that are funnier. But the reverse card joke's in there, or will be. Like I was going to miss that. "49th minute. From the Hot Loss one. Header. No, but I think Chiseled Adonis took care of that one for me. I didn't take the Chiefs reverse card. I think Chiseled Adonis took care of that one for me. I think so. Out of the Mannings, I always preferred Peyton, but I like Brady more. That's fair. I agree with that. Because at least Peyton never stole a Super Bowl from Tom. I mean, may have stole some AFC championships, but if you're not in the Super Bowl, nobody really cares, doesn't it? For You page is full of Broncos Nation and other big creators going crazy over the game. Is there a video of Brandon Perna going crazy over it? I actually was happy for him. Perez with a goal kick with less than a minute to go. Less than a minute to go. 50th minute, 51st minute. Yeah, lol. 51st minute. Just blow the whistle. 1-0. Boom. It's 1-0 at the half. German Aguilar gets the goal. Goes down instantly. I don't know what happened to him. Could have been an oblique. They didn't take him out of the stadium quick enough, so it must have been some like an oblique, but it looked a lot more serious. 1-0 at the half. 1-0 esta noche. 2-1 global. 2-1 on aggregate. Comunicaciones. Looks like they're going to do just enough, but they got another 45 minutes to go to make sure that's the case. 11-5 Rangers. Yeah, they're going to win, ain't they? So, with that being said, that's not even 3, geez. Huh. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Been a really sloppy game, but Comunicaciones has done enough. Another 45 minutes to go, and we'll have the first of 2 play-in winners. Well, I guess 3 through 2 tournaments. Play-in winners, 2 play-in winners through Central America, the 3rd place through Caribbean, but tickets are being taken quickly for Champions Cup, so it is 1-0 Comunicaciones, 2-1 on aggregate. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. There you go. Sit tight. I'll be back. We're back for the second half. Yeah. That's true. He was on the Astros? Oh, yeah, he was on the Astros last year. Yep. Braves, Astros, Ranger. He stayed in Texas. He went to Dallas. But with that being said, we have half. Nice. Can't wait. With that being said, stats to half: 6 shots to 4, 2 shots on goal to 1, 1 assist to 0, 1 steal to 4, 11 fouls to 12, 54% possession to 46% possession, 0 offside to 2, 0 corners to 2, 141 correct passes to 89, 31 incorrect passes to 36, 172 passes to 125, 82% pass accuracy to 71, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards, 0, 1-0 at the half, 1-0 medio tiempo. Comunicaciones has been very mid. Let's put it like that. But they've done enough to win. Rangers just need 1 more to go up 3-1. Yeah, they're going to win that World Series. Damn. They're going to win that World Series. Well, at least Odor's not there no more. With that being said, second half of this game. Or 5 more minutes to go. Comunicaciones just have to hold on. And if Cartagines do so score, they got to go for that second. But saludos. Hello. Hola. But right now, I think Comunicaciones are in the driver's seat. But we'll find out what happens in the second half. They're in the driver's seat, I think. But another 45 minutes to go. Winner goes to the Champions Cup. Loser stays home. It's a SpongeBob football shirt from Box Lunch. Like Box Lunch has all those like show football shirts. SpongeBob football shirt, but it's like Central American colors, so it works until I have Central American jerseys. I need to get one off TikTok shop, see how realistic it is. Because that's honestly the easiest way to get a Central American shirt is TikTok shop. That's pretty good. But they have Avatar, Naruto, SpongeBob. No Bob's Burgers yet, but they have some show football shirts at Box Lunch, which is a pretty cool store anyway. I wear it a lot for like El Salvador, Honduras, Olympia, all that. Although Valencia, I just wear that Huddersfield kit. For Motagua, I wear the Dallas Cowboy jersey because, you know, navy blue and silver and white. So for now, I mean, it works for now. I think I wore this for Haiti too. It's a good catch-all for like the Central American countries and most Central American teams. It's a good catch-all for now, at least. Second half about to start. It's a good catch-all for now. $11-7. Come on, Rangers. You think that parlay is risky or no? The Everton, Liverpool, Atlanta one. Oh yeah, Bob's Burgers is a good show. Did you already say it again? I think you have a good parlay. Where is it? Liverpool, Everton, Columbus, Genoa. I think that's pretty good. I don't think it's risky. I think Everton and Carabao, I don't think it's risky. Second half has started, 1-0. Why are they always a minute late? Jesus Christ. Cleared away. Comunicaciones almost was staring down the barrel of losing the lead. Mm-hmm. First 1-0 blocks away. Rangers win 3-1 series lead. Well, at least they would have completely choked had they brought in Aroldis Chapman. Wait, let me check. Let me check. So the Rangers could win the World Series tomorrow. We may not have more than one baseball game in November. We could have 3 if the Arizona Diamondbacks do what they got to do. Man, Texas loves winning on the road now, don't they? They really do. Really? Oh, box. Here we go, the box score. Pitchers. Leclerc. Yep. Leclerc. Yeah, they didn't bring in Aroldis Chapman because Aroldis would have totally blew it. Yellow card for Steven Robles. Man, Texas loves winning on the road now, don't they? They could win the World Series on the road, or are they going to throw it to make sure they win it at Globe Life? Cross in, header. For the second World Series won at Globe Life Field, will the Rangers throw Game 5? Sometimes, if you have, or will it bite them in the ass either? I don't know. Makes me wonder. Like, when you're in a situation like that, and you have a cushion they got, I think the Diamondbacks take to a Game 6, but I don't know. Rangers are hot right now. They haven't lost on the road yet this season, or this playoff. So, it would suck if the last game they have on the road was a loss, but for their sake. But, they replaced Adolis Garcia and Max Scherzer on the World Series roster. Ain't that some? 50th minute. I can see the Rangers winning one more. I don't know when, but one more. I would rather them, if they're going to win, I want them to win at home, you know? I think most of their players would too. But that's just my opinion. Ketel Marte. The hell? He actually, okay. Ketel Marte has a 20-game hitting streak. Wish I could trick or treat. Maybe throw those gifted memberships out. I don't know. If they win Game 6, technically that city would have 2 World Series given the Dodgers won it there in 2020. That's what I was saying. Penalty! Cartagines! Oh, no! No, Comunicaciones. Cartagines gets a penalty. Hernandez. Fraccia gives away the pen. And yeah, that's a penalty. That's a penalty for Cartagines. Cartagines has a penalty. They could tie this game up and put them in a position to get the penalties. Ooh, no, boy. No way. Got the secret words. Please. Throw out those gifted memberships, please. Please, sir. Hernandez. Take the penalty. Will Perez make that save? Shot goal! Marcel Hernandez slots the penalty in the 52nd minute. And now Comunicaciones right now are staring down the barrel of a penalty shootout, but at least they're not losing. There we go. Uno, dos a dos global. 1-1 on the night. 2-2 on aggregate. Score 1-1. I'm old. We're all old. Oh. Yeah, but at least you have Halloween parties. I mean, you're at the position where you can just go to Halloween parties. Without having to wear matching costumes. I presume. Sigh. At least you're not losing the tie. See, now you go for that second goal. And then go for third. And then if you get one, you don't take your feet off the gas, you go for the third. Now you go. See, I told you. Worst comes to worst, you go to penalties. Well, worst comes to worst, you allow another goal and lose. But most of the time, if Cartagines scores again, it's over. Yep. Unless you score 2 goals. So go get that second goal. I'm 23. I'll be 24 in 2.5 months. December 1st, 1 January 1st. Yeah, 2.5 months, give or take. 2.5 months, give or take. Yeah. I don't know if it's exactly 2.5. Give or take. Oh! That's got to be a free kick. Oh! Well, that's a decade younger, but that's still pretty old. Still pretty old. Could be good. I'll get one of the recipes off Pinterest. We'll see. Maybe I should do that for Vlogmas. Maybe actually make it on camera and then try it. Maybe. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm a man. I'm 40. I know Rory gets the Gundy reference, but I'm a man. I'm 40. Over the bar. Well, I'm 20. I'm 23, so maybe I shouldn't be talking. People who are like 19 be like, "You're old." Be like, "I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit." So you know what? No, 27's better. But to some people, yeah, you might as well be. Not me. I was busting your balls, but I was busting your balls. But some people actually believe that you might as well be. I don't. I was just busting your balls. Now go home and get your shine box. Just came up with his first Vlogmas idea ever. I taught you well. Yeah, I knew you would like that. Now go home. That was a Goodfellas reference. You mean two? Yeah, I was like, you ain't somebody who smokes. I was like, you ain't somebody who smokes. Too hot. That's better. Yeah, those pants probably. Yeah, if you're not on the ice, I can see why hockey. I can see why hockey uniforms, like they gotta be warm because you're on the ice, and those stadiums are cold. Damn. Mm-hmm. If I ain't doing football, I'll do some Vlogmas stuff, and maybe I'll still do that top 50 2023 songs list. Read them out and say why, but I can't play them for obvious reasons. But when I make that top 50 list, maybe I'll make streams about it and talk about them while they're there. Can't play them for obvious reasons. But I could talk about them. Politics 25. I did say I was going to do that. I guess so. Yeah, but that doesn't get you high. That gets you drunk. Or tipsy. I wouldn't say drunk. But still. 58th minute, 1-1. As it stands, we're going to penalties. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe if that white hot chocolate video does good, maybe I'll do cooking videos at times. Let's see who gets the gift. Here it comes. Is there actually someone here older than 30? I don't think so. Well, no, wait, no. I think BKL is. Yeah, BKL. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you said that was a good idea, too. I think he's in his 30s. 40% alcohol. Why are you drinking Everclear? 59 minutes. Other than that. Most of us are in our mid-20s. Of course, there's younger, but there's not really older. But most of us are in our early mid-20s. Yeah, I would say so. Most of us. A gifted membership from Yeezus. Who got it? Who got it? It is Laura Jane Thompson. Well, welcome. I guess. I don't even know who the hell they are. Welcome. Yeah, me either. Yeah, Yeezus is drunk, isn't he? Yeezus is drunk. I've never heard of him either. He just gave some random person a gifted membership. Merry Christmas. I bet you're listening to Mariah Carey. Probably some lurker. Congrats. I bet you're listening to Mariah Carey. Merry Christmas. From drunk Yeezus drinking 40% alcohol. He's drinking Everclear. He's got to do one more. I would. Give it to somebody we know. Another gifted membership is going to be dry to start in November here in Colorado. Another gifted membership. Isaiah! Isaiah gets one. Let's go. Yeah. Now there's a rebound. Now that's what we call a rebound. Header. Oh! That's what we call a rebound. Hey, yeah. Yeah. And you got the badge too. I wonder if he's gonna gift one. I don't know. We'll see. OMG. You talking about Comunicaciones almost screwing it up, or you talking about the gifted memberships? I made a comeback. You made a comeback like Pumas. You made a comeback. 4-0, baby. 4-0. Or I guess 3. I don't know. We'll see. I guess these are random because maybe these are random. I don't know. A lurker got one. It's like, boom. But every member gets their name put on the list. So I don't know actually. Not severe weather yet. It ain't severe weather yet. There could be some severe weather early in the month. It's cold right now. It sounds like there's a ridge building in. Our striker doing the goalkeeper's job. Oh, he pulled a Lukaku is what you're saying. Buddy boy pulled a Lukaku. Is that what you're saying? Hazardous weather outlook. Not in the metro, but on the other sides. That's weird. Frost and freeze products. Hard freeze ended the growing season. Oh, there you go. So, Thursday to Saturday, south wind brings warmer, drier air. Monday to Tuesday, rain chances. Could be severe. Right now it's cold, but it's going to be warmer on the weekend. And then we get possible severe weather. Strong system, possible severe weather. It could be. I don't think it'll be that bad, but it's a normal fall winter system. 64th minute. Then it gets cold again. Garcia for Aparicio. I don't know. I kind of want penalties. So that's what's going to be dry. Ridge, then severe weather. Oh, heavy rain, if not severe weather, but it's getting pretty cold in Cali. It's getting cold out there? Jeez, that sucks. It warms up then cools down a bit. I guess it gets cold everywhere but Florida and Texas. Even Mississippi gets cold sometimes. If you get snow, it gets cold sometimes. Yeah. I like how in Latin America, the teams have so many sponsors on the jersey. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's cool. It's different. It's different. I like it. I agree. If TFC beats Pumas 3-0 in Toronto, then second leg in Mexico, what would happen? Don't even get me started. We lose 4-0. We lose 4-0. Or we do what the Revolution did, lose 3-0 and then lose on penalties. We probably get... We would probably pull a Revolution. Probably. I don't know how I'd react. Like, that would just... I don't know how I'd react. You would probably see me just absolutely go feral. I don't know. I'd write that idea down in the idea book. Building snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? We're getting rain the next 2 days. 61 tomorrow, 52 rain in Portland. I didn't sell out. I bought in. Who do you think's winning tomorrow? Columbus. Of the games I'm doing, Columbus and Alajuelense. And then, of course, I think Saprissa is going to get it done in the play-in as well. I think Saprissa is going to get it done. I think Saprissa is going to get it done. They're playing at home. But I'm not covering that one because, nope, nobody came here, which I'm fine with that. We didn't buy any candy anyway. I'd at least buy a bag of freaking Hershey's or something. If it was me, just in case. But nobody's come down this road the past couple of years as far as I could tell. I wonder why. Do you think Messi deserved the Ballon d'Or? Yes, he deserved the Ballon d'Or. He deserved it. Should Lambert Jimmy call Marcelo Flores? No. He'd be dumb to. Unless Marcelo Flores starts scoring a goal per game, no. Or gets an assist or goal per game? No. Marcelo Flores is a flop. An absolute flop. Wonder kid my ass. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be so mad his pageant dad made him play for Mexico instead of Canada. We'd be the depressed ones. You know what? Maybe Ruben did us a solid. Maybe he did us a solid because Marcelo's a flop. Maybe he did us a solid. Maybe I shouldn't be mad about that anymore. Oh, he's still a pageant dad, don't get me wrong. But maybe I shouldn't be mad about it. Because Marcelo Flores is not the talent that we thought he'd be. Hell, he's not even better than Moise Bombito. He's not even better than Moise Bombito or Ali Ahmed. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be so mad. Can Darby County get promoted? No. Flores. Yeah, he is a tronco. You know what? Ali Ahmed and Moise Bombito were better. Yes. Still a pageant dad, though. Ruben Flores is still a pageant dad, though. If you can't succeed at Real Oviedo, why do you think you succeed at Tigres? A Guatemala in the EFL Championship would be lit. Who do you want it to be? Who do you have? Rubio Rubin. It's Rubio. It's Rubio. Centipede. Dun, 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 dun. Centipede. Dun, 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 dun. It's Rubio. If I had a water bottle, I'd swing it too. I know that's a different Rubio, but still, it's funny. Mendez Lang plays for Derby County. Yeah, Derby's not getting promoted, though. That's why I said it. I was trolling. It's Rubio. I think TFC will make big moves in the offseason. They better. Knowing MLSE, they won't do nothing but send some players out and then get some freaking depth, MLS depth. When in doubt, sign old MLS players because depth matters. We know that from 2017. You dumbasses. It was Victor Vasquez. He wasn't a big signing, but it was Victor Vasquez that made that shit tick, not Drew Moore. Well, Drew Moore played well. But if you're acting like Drew Moore was the reason and Benoit Cheroux was the reason, yeah, I have a bridge to sell you. They played well, but I have a bridge to sell you. They weren't the ones who turned that shit around. It was Victor Vasquez. But no, they got the wrong answer. They got the wrong lessons because, of course, they did. Get a player who's a DP level player on TAM who isn't Jonathan Osorio. We'll talk. Save. Like Victor Vasquez was. Not is. Was. But, okay. Yeah, sure. They really picked up the wrong lessons from it, didn't they? I mean, yeah, veterans matter in MLS. They do. They weren't the ones who gave us another gear. That was Victor Vasquez. Drew Moore didn't give us a new gear. Good defender didn't give us a new gear. Benoit Cheroux, when he played well. He aged more gracefully than Michael Bradley did. Like, it's sad that Benoit was the one who retired. I think he could still probably play a game and not look too bad. But he aged gracefully, Benoit Cheroux. Unlike Michael. Michael went out like a rat. Benoit Cheroux went out like a hero. Header. Oh, over the bar. Eric Miller, for example. That's true. I'm not saying depth doesn't matter, but that's not the lesson they needed to learn. And besides, they have to be good players. Like, just because they're in the bargain bin doesn't mean you should sign them. Like, I don't know, CJ Sapong? I don't know, like CJ Sapong, that was smart. Like, if they're a free agent, I get it. The Matt Hedges thing, he just didn't want to be here. Sean Johnson, he wasn't great, but he still wasn't horrible. He was still an upgrade at goalkeeper, even though he had a shit season somehow. I'd rather have him traded. I like Luka Gavran better. I like Romero better. I like Adisa D-Row better. But I preferably would trade him to open up some money, but that's just me. Open up some more money, but that's just me. Unless we get Ibarra back, but that would still be a really good trade. Atlanta can't keep Ibarra. Let's remember this. And he's still on a contract. I got an idea. Sean Johnson for Franco Ibarra. He played well. Plays forward. Any loan you want to choose? For TFC, if Forge, I'm not going to say this should be a loan, but Toronto FC should sign Josh Navarro from Alajuelense. Now, that's a cheap player who's young, who's depth, maybe not MLS tested, but now that could be like a Victor Vasquez type move, honestly. I like Josh Navarro. He's played in Canada before. He played in the GTA before, the Golden Horseshoe, Hamilton. He knows the area. He's used to it. It wouldn't take long for him to settle. He's a very talented player. Whoever wins that between Malula and Navarro, the other one subs in. I think Josh Navarro is an amazing player. I think he could be the Victor Vasquez type signing who could change things. I mean, that was a missing piece, crown jewel type signing, but a cheaper signing because Alawalense is not going to demand that big of a transfer fee for him. We could get him on TAM. He's cheaper. We have a DP striker, maybe a DP backup striker too. Bernadeschi stays. If there's a fourth DP, we can get a CM. Insigne's out the damn door. You have Malula and Navarro basically swapping time, but I think both those players could basically add up to being the Victor Vasquez type crown jewel, unknown crown jewel. I think Navarro's better, but you know what? That's just my opinion. I'm high on Josh Navarro. I think he's a wonderful player. And I think he can play in MLS. So he's CONCACAF tested. He can play in MLS. See you, Yeezus. I like the idea. He gave two people. Some lurker and then Isaiah. The Velvet Lurker! The Velvet Lurker! Out of the stream or the league? He's out of the stream. It's getting late and he's drunk as shit. I mean, I don't blame him either. The Velvet Lurker! I'm not going to finish the cover of that joke because nobody's seen your pretty faces going to hell. Nobody but me. Nobody but me. Or at least that episode. That show is hilarious, though. Out of the stream or out of the league. You got a gal that's going to make you fail? If you're going to fail, make it worth it. If you're going to fail, make it worth it. Back to my point, though. Back to my last point. If you have HBO Max, look up Your Pretty Faces Going to Hell. It's hilarious. On the Adult Swim page, of course. It's hilarious. All those Adult Swim shows from like 11 o'clock to like 2 o'clock at night, they're the zaniest, most hilarious shit I've ever watched. I don't care what it is. It's hilarious. Like, it's off the wall, but it's hilarious. Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. J.J. Villard's Fairy Tales. The Jellies. That wasn't too late, but that was still hilarious. Boondocks. That was put on first, but I love Boondocks. I love that show. The PJs. Adult Swim's underrated. Prime Rick and Morty was something else, then it became cringe. Yeah, and I don't like the new voices either. Just like I don't like the new voices on the last season of Squidbillies, but everything else but the last season of Squidbillies is hilarious. Chivas 2-1 Querétaro. You know what that means? Please. I guess the gifted memberships is what. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. As this result stands, it'll go to penalties. Or maybe that's what the gifted memberships are for. Fair enough. Steven Robles, fair enough. But we'll see. Pumas beating Leon 1-0. Yeah, that sounds about right. Reminds me to watch Beavis and Butthead. I feel like Beavis and Butthead was on Adult Swim for a very, very short time, if I remember correctly. It was a very short time, but it was on there. The original. I don't know how they pulled that one off on syndication, but they did. Oh, well, Mike Judge, King of the Hill. Yeah, true. Close. What else is there? Robot Chicken. I love Robot Chicken. Pretty Face Going to Hell is so funny. We had a warmer than average October this year. Huh. Like, for me, Robot Chicken's like the barrier. Like, Robot Chicken's the last thing they show before they get to the zany shit. The really weird zany shit. Like, it's funny. It's hilarious, but you gotta be not old. You gotta stay up late and be a weird motherfucker to find all that hilarious. Like me. You gotta have a really fucked up sense of humor to find some of the stuff they put on Adult Swim late on funny. But I have a fucked up sense of humor, so. That's never been a secret. That's never been a secret. That has never been a secret. That's like going from Barcelona to Real Madrid. Was he not playing for Municipal? Mike Tyson on Adult Swim. Yeah, I like Mike Tyson mysteries. But Mike Tyson isn't the funniest character on that show. It's Pigeon. Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's not that zany, but it's hilarious. That's like Robot Chicken. That's not the deep end. Mike Tyson Mysteries isn't really the deep end either. Venture Bros is kind of like what they show to take you out of it, I think. I mean, it's old, but still. It's still hilarious. But I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force, though. My problem is I shouldn't have been. The thing that. I mean, my dad already has a sense of humor, too. So I already got that from him. I was allowed to watch Adult Swim since I was like 8 in South Park, as long as I didn't repeat it at school. Yeah, I mean, of course. Maybe I shouldn't have, but hey, them's the breaks. Oh, and I also listened to Howard Stern since I was 13. So. But as long as I didn't repeat it. I think Howard Stern probably did worse. especially the Sternthology stuff. Not the recent stuff. He's definitely mellowed out. But Sternthology, hell, even in 2013, he still was a little bit nuts. But that Sternthology stuff, though. Now he's just mellowed out. But I didn't really watch the zany stuff until about 2012. It was Family Guy and American Dad, but even in those summers, it still was about the same. Then I was able to stay up as long as I wanted. Then I started watching the zany shit. Like Aqua Teen was about as far as I went. Robot Chicken and Aqua Teen was about as far as I got until I was about 11, 12. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, there you go. Oh, boy. 83rd minute. Thoughts on Smiling Friends? I haven't seen it. I have to say, I haven't had my TV on Adult Swim for a while, and I haven't watched Smiling Friends on streaming. So I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it. It seems like a bad ripoff of Rick and Morty. Like, it seems Rick and Morty-ish from what I've seen. Like, it's a bad ripoff. But it's like they're trying to strike gold twice. See, that's the problem with not watching cable is like just watching streaming and Pluto. You don't have it unless you want to watch it. I haven't watched it. And don't really want to know if I do. I don't know. it seems like a bad ripoff to me. It seems like the Jellies meets Rick and Morty meets Solar Opposites, and just no. That's kind of what it like. And I like all three shows, but I feel like it's too much of a melding of that. So it's Christmas on the East Coast now. Nice. And I got about an hour. By the time this video's up, it'll be Christmas for me. White hot chocolate. I think espresso shots I'd put there because some people may want to put an espresso shot in there. You know? Pull an espresso shot, pour it in there. See, I'm thinking ahead. Regular hot chocolate, white hot chocolate, espresso shots, whipped cream, cherries, just because. Peppermint. Oh, safe. Peppermint. Because people may want peppermint. Marshmallows. You can't forget marshmallows. Ganache. A chocolate ganache, probably white and milk, dark. Like fondue bowls with like ganache to put over the top. Maybe some caramel syrup. Some vanilla syrup as well, like that Starbucks vanilla syrup. Something like that. Yeah, 86 minute. Yeah, he's something like that. I think it's a good idea. $86-minute 1-1. Yeah. I just thought that's all that came to mind, or most of it. No, not really. I would say Municipal is my favorite team from Liga Guatemala, Liga Guatebanrural, because Banrural sponsors everything in Guatemala. I do hate Comunicaciones, though. I hate Comunicaciones more than I like any other teams. But Municipal. If you've been here, you know. If you've been here for a while, you know. Oh, believe me, I know. I'm from Guatemala. It feels kind of, I'm not going to lie, Banrural feels pretty culty, you know? Like that hymno they have, the song, it's catchy, okay? Their hymno videos, they're catchy, but if you see the first one, it's them singing at a concert, all the workers. I'm like, that seems culty, and it's on everybody's jerseys. I'm like, I know it's government subsidized, but that seems culty to me. If they have a song that all the workers are singing at a concert, and they're using that footage for a commercial, and they sponsor everything in Guatemala, every football club, oh no. Cartagines, here's a chance. Cleared off the line. Well, not really cleared off the line. That seems a bit culty to me. I don't know. It seems a bit like government subsidized and culty are two different things. That seems culty. But I can see why, because that hymno, that song is catchy as shit. It is. It's catchy. It seems culty to me. See, but they took those clips out of the videos, the next hymno videos, like every year, because of course they did. Because my heart stopped. You sure you don't need a shock, an electric shock, a defibrillator? You're sure? You're good? No, I haven't got any trick-or-treaters. But to me, that just seemed, a bit culty, It's They seem a bit colty. How is he not offside? Defensive touch, maybe? 90th minute. Looks like we're going to penalties. Shot! Oh, past the post. I ain't got any, as far as I know. It's 11 o'clock. I don't think we'll get any. Bresenio with a goal kick. Looks like we're going to go to penalties. See, I told you, worst comes to worst, you go to penalties. Or you almost let that happen, but still, 3 minutes of stoppage time past the post. Let's see if they make any penalty substitutions. Or are they going to roll with what they got? You're a bandwagon. Yeah, he's Guatemalan, but you don't go back to the Ballard FC logo after this game? Or the Ballard not the Ballard F. Was it Ballard FC? Either way. The profile pic of the shirt, Ballard FC, I think. Is that what it's called? The USL2 team. Whatever it was. Ballard? It seems like that's right. Or are you going to stick with the Comunicaciones logo? Oh, no. They almost let that one roll through. 2 minutes to go. You know, I kind of want to see this go all to keepers. I want to see this get to keepers if we're going to go to penalties. I want this to be a freaking marathon. Why not? Just player after player after player after player after player. I want to see this go all the way. Keepers. So like 5 players into another run. Like, Comunicaciones are sleeping. These boys are sleeping. Player down hurt. These boys are sleeping. I got to tell you. These boys sleep. They do not want to win this game. They do not want to win this game. Diaz. Hey, if it goes that far, Diaz. What's 11? I know Diaz. What's 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Diaz. What's 11? What's 11? See, I can count to 10 in Spanish. I don't know what 11 is. I learned the hard way about Diaz because, you know, Leagues Cup final. I learned the hard way. Feels like Cartagines want to win it more. Maybe this is desperation, though, because they know they won't win in penalties. Maybe they know this. Think about it. Think about it. They're so desperate that if they get to penalties, they're not going to win. Think about it. They know they got to win outright. At this point, winning outright would do it. That's offside. Right now, they're going to penalties, but maybe they're so desperate because they know they won't win in penalties. Full time! It is full time. 1-1. Full time. 11. Oh, yeah. 11. End of the second half. We're going 2-2. 2-2 on aggregate. 1-1. 11, yeah. Because 11 Deportivo, yep. I should have. 11 Initial. I've let that one go under my nose pretty quickly. Huh. See, I wasn't thinking. 11 Deportivo. 11 Deportivo. 11 Inicial. Yeah, full time 1-1. 1-1 esta noche. 2-2 global. 2-2 on aggregate. The atmosphere is there for Cremas. Happy holidays, everyone. Still got a penalty shootout, though. Take a short break. Write down. See some good action, sit tight. Laura PK's point still stands. Yeah, he still won't see me after the, at least live. Oh, it looks like we actually have extra time. No, it looks like it's actually extra time. Not bad. We actually have extra time and then penalties. Or are they just walking on the field? I'm confused. Let me check. They don't do a coin toss before extra time, so it looks like they're going to penalties, but I'm confused. No, it is extra time in the play-in. It is extra time in the play-in. Nope, it is extra time in the play-in. They have the ball in the center circle. And the rules state, if in the play-in and goals rule will be used. If still tied, 30 minutes of extra time will be played, but the away goal scored during this time will not serve as a tie-breaking criteria. If still tied after extra time, the penalty shootout will be used to determine the winner. So here's the good news. If you score a goal and they score a goal, you go to penalties. It's not about extra time or away goals anymore. So that's an upshot. If you hold on, you're still going to penalties. If you score yourself and they don't, you win. If they score and you don't, you lose. But we're going to extra time. Yeah, I'm just going to do I'm not going to do an RSR for this one. It's not going to be worth it. We're just going to do the live and that's it. Because I'm not putting a video out at 1 in the morning for a video that's only going to get... I think it's only fair we'll just finish the live. How about that? And then that's it. It's a play-in anyway. It's not like it's Olympia. If I put some up at like 1 in the morning, it's not going to do that well. So I think just finish the live stream is the right choice. But we're off in extra time. It is extra time. Playing in finals, it's extra time. Quarterfinals and semis, it's a penalty shootout. Straight to penalties, which, again, makes no sense. I mean, final, that makes sense. Play-in, though? I don't know. I mean, to me, I think it makes more sense just to finish the live, and that's that. So I kind of feel like the video won't do good enough for me to just spend time doing a video. I don't think it's worth my time to put out a video at record it, then put it out at 1 in the morning or have it come up at 1 in the morning. I don't think it's worth it. So that's life, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, all right. All right, all right, all right. Such a small crowd singing more coordinated chants than a lot of MLS teams. That's true. I love how coordinated the Central American teams are in their chants and Mexican teams. MLS teams, well, MLS fans, if you're not an ultra, I mean, there are people who want to be quiet. There are people who don't know the chants. Yeah, I think Central America, I love the Central American atmospheres. Now that was my bad. That was my bad. I didn't realize that the play-ins had extra time. Just like the Hunsey thing, I did not. I thought play-in straight to penalties. Only the final had extra time. Which that would make sense to me. I don't think a play-in needs extra time. It's not like you're playing for a trophy. To me, as long as I think a final should have extra time. It was tied on away goals. Let's talk about CONCACAF. Oh. What, did they think it was extra time? Did they think it was straight to penalties? Did the announcer think it was straight to penalties? I don't know why I'm going to judge, but I will. I don't have the rule book in front of me. You should know. Like, you work for CONCACAF or Media Pro. I guess they don't work for CONCACAF, but they are working for CONCACAF in this format. You should know the rule book that they put out. I mean, I should probably memorize the rule book too, but at least I'm not paid to read a effing rule book. He did. See, you're paid. I mean, I have ad revenue and super chats, but they get paid by CONCACAF to do CONCACAF games. They should read the rule book. They should focus on the rule book. Me, on the other hand, at least I have a little bit of leeway. You don't. So, I mean, we all make mistakes. We all get confused. But you get paid by them. You have less leeway than I do. So, in my opinion, to be honest, I was going off. I thought it was extra time, or I thought it was penalties. That made more sense. To me, I don't think a play-in needs an extra time. That was just me. Assume. But I don't have. CONCACAF is weird anyway, but I don't have to memorize the rule book. I don't get paid for that shit. Well, you sort of do, CONCACAF announcers. I don't get paid for that. So, yeah, y'all are weird, but I don't got to memorize the rule book. Messi Meets America's out. Oh, yeah, it was November 1st, wasn't it? 1-1. I guess this just tells me I got to read the rule book anyway, or the competition format rule book anyway. And not, what's the word? And memorize it. So that's a lesson. So that's a lesson. So there you go. Exactly. I know. 95th minute. Boom, 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 boom. 95th minute. 2071. Jeez. Good, we're gaining. Kuika and Evander in my team. I'd better see us play the Christmas tree formation the holiday season. Exactly. Like who? Miami? They don't play. Miami? They ain't playing. Exactly. The play-in and final have extra time. Nah, the U.S. You think you're going to beat Trinidad that easily. Don't do that. The U.S. should not think they can beat Trinidad that easily. They've already been burnt. They've already been burnt on Trinidad. Oh, by the way, they are the freaking, what's the word? They are the name. They are the Appalachian State of CONCACAF. I'm going to make a full Timbers Thorns team combined. Is Christine Sinclair going to be in there? A U.S. Christmas tree ain't never hurt nobody. Fair enough. Maybe for a half. Maybe B.J. Callahan could set up those tactics considering he worked for the Union. And we know Jim Curtin loves a Christmas tree. 97th minute. Mm-hmm. Honestly, though, right now, I think Christine Sinclair would be the striker for a combined Timbers Thorns team, to be honest. Boley? No. Mora? I'd rather go Christine Sinclair. Biased? Maybe. But Christine Sinclair. Christine Sinclair over Mora? Sure as hell over Boley. Over Nathan? Yep. I think that's the right call. Even though, at least for the national team, she is not scoring anyway. Cross in. But then again, the Portland Timbers strikers can't score either. Mora would be first off the bench, though. '99th minute. '99th minute. Well, Mora can score. Yeah, but he's not every single game. I mean, Christine Sinclair in her prime scored every game. Like, every game. Mora ain't that guy. Maybe you're banking on history. I mean, maybe that's what you're doing for somebody who really can't even score now, but let's see. Jordan Hadema and Deanne Rose. And they put on Christine Sinclair in the 78th minute. They didn't even give her any time. Well, so. At least they won. The 100th minute. Hmm. 100th minute. '100th minute. Yeah. We've talked about it a little bit throughout this stream, throughout the day. Felipe Mora's getting back to what he was before his injury. Happy to see it. Hopefully next season's even better for him. I want it to be. It has to be. If Portland wants to make the playoffs. Over the top. Header. Anangono! No! Denied. Denied by Briseño. Juan Anangono. I thought he had him dead to rights. He was onside. Made the run. Beautiful header. And Briseño gets on there. No. Briseño says no. What a save. As the Sam's still going to penalties after another 15 minutes, of course. Well, 20. Shot over the bar, of course. Playing forward. Super chats are on. Hit that like button. Let's get this going. .102. Here's a chance. Free kick the other way. Comunicaciones are just not able to finish. .103rd minute. Cleared away. Shot. Past the post. Goal kick. 2 minutes to go in this first half of extra time. I could at least do that, couldn't I? Yeah. Fair enough. I'll put up run it back. I'll still do that. Shouldn't take me as long. After the game, of course. .104th minute. For Dynasty Stars. At least I could get that done. Good timing. Hmm. 104th minute. I agree with that, yeah. .105th minute. Oh, that's weird. Corner. To end the first half of extra time. Boom, header. No. Halftime of extra time. It is still 1-1. Medio tiempo de la tiempo extra. 1-1 esta noche, 2-2 global. 1-1 on the night, still 2-2 on aggregate. We have another 15 minutes plus possible stoppage time, but probably not that much. And then a shootout. If this still holds, or if a draw still holds. But if somebody scores a goal, game over probably. And we're off. 105th minute. We keep rolling. Vinicius Jr. signed a new Real Madrid deal until 2027. 4 years. 4, 5, 5, 6. 3-year deal. Huh. 3-year deal for Yeezus. Shot over the bar. Only a 3-year deal. Huh. Weird. That was weird. A 3-year deal. 3. I would have locked him up to like a 6, 7-year deal. That would have been me. If I was Real Madrid, I'd been like, dude, I'm going to make you the highest paid footballer, and I'm going to lock you up for like 6 years, 7 years. 3-year deal. I mean, who would leave Real Madrid as a... But that's probably the stupid decision, because Real Madrid, nobody's going to leave Real Madrid on a free. Now, people will leave to Real Madrid on a free. They ain't going to leave the club on a free. At least not 27. At least not in 27. At least for Yeezus, because he wouldn't go back to Brazil until about maybe 2037. Still young. Got him at 18 and 18. So it'd be 28 and 28. So he's in 2028, it'd be 28. 27 and 27. Still too young to go back to Brazil. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He would. Maybe that's why they only gave him a 3-year deal. And they'll probably extend him. They'll probably extend him sometime in that deal as well. 4-year deal. 2023 to 2024, that's his current contract. 24 to 25, that's 1 year. 25 to 26, that's 2. 26 to 27, till the summer of 27, that's 3 years. Added on to this year. That's a 3-year deal. Unless he's getting paid his new salary this year, which I don't know. If he's getting paid his new salary as of now, then I guess it's a 4-year deal, give or take. 3.5. 3.5. It's still not 4. It's 4 years from now, but the new deal is a 3-year deal, plus this year. Unless they're paying him, but that's still a 3.5-year deal. I'm not counting the current season. Because when you get extended, that doesn't count because you're already playing that season. It is 4 years of time, but it's a 3-year deal that starts June or July 1, 2024. July 1, 24 to 25, 1 year. 25, 26, 2. 3. Plus the half a year of this season. Unless they're paying him that, but it'd still be 3.5. I can do math like that. I can count. I can't do multiplication. I can't do division. I can't do fractions. I can't do calculus. But I got contract know-how. That was a little bit of a Napa know-how reference. It didn't pan out. 109th minute, 1-1. Set up LED lights today in my car. Do it yourself, or you let Napa know-how help you? I guess you could have went to AutoZone or O'Reilly. But I don't know. Interesting. 110th minute. Easy as hell to set up. Okay. 110th minute, 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. If this stands, we go to pens. If somebody scores, it's a game over. The longer this goes, a goal wins the game. If there's a goal. If not, penalties. At this point, the longer this goes, it seems like we're in the position of a goal wins game. Any goal wins the game position. So you got to be careful. Either side has to be careful. If you're in your own end defending, you got to be careful. You can't give away a free kick. You can't give away a penalty. You got to be careful. You have to be careful. 112th minute. You got to be careful. Careful. Here's a chance. Cross. Ooh. Way too open of a cross to let fly in. Headed away. That's a corner. 112. 8 minutes. Comunicaciones really up against the wall. Boys are up against the wall. But still, Cartagines are still playing like they think they're going to lose a shootout. Like, I can see the mentality. Header. If Cartagines doesn't score in this last eight or so minutes, they don't think they're going to win a shootout. I could tell the mentality. Because they even started doing this late in the second half. Yeah, you're about the time where you should be going to Halloween parties instead. If it's 2-2... If they somehow score and then you somehow score in 8 minutes, it's penalties, no extra time, or no away goals in extra time. So if there was a draw, if there was 1 goal each, you would go to pens, which wouldn't happen, but let's just say it does. If there's 1 goal each, you actually go to pens. If it's a 3-3 draw at the end of extra time, you go to pens. Extra time only counts over 90, or away goals, I should say, only count over 90. If you were to both score in a very quick window, like you think you have the winner, or they think they have the winner, but they answer back, penalties. So, but right now, a goal wins the game, IMO. Oh. But at this point, doesn't matter. Whoever scores wins the game. I don't think. If Cartagines were to score, especially right now, you may have a shot. But if it gets to like 115 plus, maybe I misread it. If it gets to 115 plus and you allow a goal, you ain't going to have enough time to get over the shock and just quickly pop one in. I don't think so. At this point, same goes for them. At this point, you're really up against it. And if you don't, at this point, forget 115. At this point, if somebody scores, that's the winner. I know I've seen crazy things, but in my opinion, you ain't going to get over the shock of allowing a goal that late to where you were almost to penalties. So for me, you're pretty much in trouble if you allow a goal. In general, either team, you're in trouble. It's over. You'd lost. You probably lost. Yeah, what's up? $1:15. 5 minutes plus stoppage time. And we don't know how much that stoppage time will be, but it can't be more than 2 minutes. It can't be. Not right now, at least. Substitution. Champions Cup. We got Quiros coming off for another Quiros. It's going to penalties. Right now, as it stands, yes. With 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go, yes. I mean, he was going to travel here for a Christmas party. Besides, I don't know, it'd probably be more of a Christmas party dinner. It's probably what I would set up. Or, I don't know. What I don't know. $117th. Daylight savings time ends November 5th. Jesus Christ. Man, the lease have been mid at best. Takes a shot past the post. They lost to the Kings. I'm not that rich. At least not yet. At least not yet. I ain't that rich. At least not yet. Mm-hmm. 118th minute. No. No, I do not. No, I do not. 118th minute. But even then. $119th minute. I was about to go to sleep until I saw you were streaming. Even then, when I was growing up, my Nana and Pop, my dad's parents, lived with us. I hope that I find somebody that is fine with my parents living in a close radius, if not with us. I mean, because of the way I grew up. I mean, I want my parents to be close to me. It would be better if they were if they were at least in the same neighborhood, but hopefully I could do the same for them that they could do for my Nana and Pop. Because that's how I grew up. Besides, Nana and Pop were helpful, and I was an only child. I'm planning on having more than one kid. Because I've seen the bad parts of being an only child. So, I wouldn't say the bad parts, but the more... It's not the best. Better for my mentality, but I wouldn't say... I don't know how my kids will be, so... It's better for the way I act and feel, but, you know... Better for my personality, but... Who's to say my kids don't have the same personality as me? Besides, even if they did, they'll be able to handle, because my dad had 5 siblings. He was the youngest, but which probably made it better, but he still had 5 siblings. And its extra time is over, so. Still 1-1. 2-2 on aggregate. Uno esta noche. 2-2 global. We go into penalties. I mean, the way my personality, I think I needed to be. I think it was, but to me, I think it's better to, my personality, I think it was better, but I think you can't put all that pressure on one kid in multiple ways. I think kids deserve siblings to pick up the slack. No. I have had them, but not right now. Good feature in the penalty shootout after Halloween. Well, for you. It should end after Halloween for me. Penalty shootout. Good. Okay, we're ready for penalties. I didn't go for trick-or-treating. To me, I certainly don't want to see my parents in an old folks home. I don't. But again, even when my pop had Alzheimer's, he never went to an old folks home. I did see him just get more and more, his dementia get worse and worse, but we never put him in an old folks home. My Nana, I think she did have Alzheimer's at the end there. It wasn't as... It did get very worse quick. He dressed up as a Habs player. Like when my Nana started getting dementia, it hit quick. I would say hers was about 4 to 6 months. My pop's was about 1.5 to 2 years before they passed. It wasn't like the next day, but it was. My dad's lived with us, but they passed. They both have passed. My mom's stepdad passed. That's why I was in Mississippi last year with the suit. Meemaw. My mom's mother is still around. She lives in Mississippi, but she does live in Mississippi still, but she's still around. And my mom's actual father is still alive, which I feel like that sucks. Long story. Not my place to tell it. I don't think it'll ever be told. That will ever be told. But at least on here. But it's a penalty shootout. Let's focus on the penalty shootout. Let's stop. So, I only have one living grandparent that's still in my life. Or in our family's lives. Of course, I have a living grandparent that nobody wants to see. Or at least in my family. At least in my immediate family. Nobody wants to see. But the ones that I know that I consider my grandparents, of all three of them have passed. But we're off. But now we're in penalties. Let's focus on penalties, please. We've gotten a bit personal on Halloween, haven't we? Penalty shootout. Let's go. Cartagines goes first. Shot over the bar. Yep. I think Comunicaciones. I would have said it before. Yeah. I would have said it before, but that is over the bar. Jesus Christ, that was horrible. Ugh. 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 Captain Marcel Hernandez. He hit a penalty in the first half. He hit a penalty in the second half. He missed that one. Marcel Hernandez misses the one that really matters. Jose Contreras comes up. Contreras is next. Can he give Comunicaciones the lead? I guess they knew. I guess Cartagines knew. I was right. They didn't think they could win on penalties. Shot! Saved! It's 0-0. It is still 0-0. 0-0. No way. So Hernandez gets a mulligan. Cartagines gets a mulligan. And there's no VAR, so even if he was off his line, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's not good. So we got Cartagines going again. Does away team always shoot first? No, it's who wins the coin toss. Here's a shot. Saved! It's still 0-0. Lord have mercy. Huh. What a save. Still 0-0. I gotta figure this out. I don't know who. Douglas Lopez misses. Douglas Lopez. Missed that. Here's a chance. Karel Espino. Shot! Goal! There it is! Karel Espino makes it 1-0. There's the goal. (1-0). Douglas Lopez, I had to make sure. I can't see the numbers on the Cartagines kits. They don't show them. I did see the 4 on the Comunicaciones kits, though. Karel Espino. You cannot even tell the numbers on the Cartagines kits. 1-0. Number 5, thank you, Vargas. Number 5. That is Jose Vargas. If he scores, it's tied. If he misses, they're screwed. Cartagines, man, they don't have no penalty takers. Vargas, shot. Oh, it's in. Puts it past the keeper. It is 1-1. But if Cartagines scores, they have the lead. Or if Comunicaciones scores, they have the lead. So they're in a better position. You go 4 straight, you win. Third penalty, number 5, Matias Fraccia. Gave away the penalty in the second half. Let's see if he can score, unlike his opposite number who got the penalty. Fraccia. To keep the lead or get the lead for Comunicaciones. Right now, with the goal in hand, the lead should be theirs. But if he misses, it'll still be tied. Fraccia! Goal! 2-1. 2-1. Damn. Comunicaciones has the lead. Even if Cartagines scores all their penalties, they will get to a 5th penalty. If they don't get a save in the next 2, they're out. or they're eliminated from Champions Cup contention. What a smash. That's what we call a banger. Number 7. Number 7, Alan Guevara. Alan Guevara to tie it up. A miss would end it. Or I wouldn't say a miss would end it, but if they score. Goal! 2-2. 2-2. Guevara pops it in. So a goal gives Comunicaciones the lead, but means that Cartagines will have a 5th penalty. If there's a miss, Cartagines can seal sudden death at the very least. If Comunicaciones misses or gets a save. Anangono, Juan Anangono. Juan Anangono to clinch sudden death for Comunicaciones, or at least give them match point going into round 5. We'll put it like that. This is a play-in tie. The winner goes to Champions Cup. The loser will go home. They will not be in Champions Cup next year. That's all this is. It's a play-in for Champions Cup. Over the bar by Anangono. Oh, no. It's still 2-2. So if Cartagines scores, Cartagines at least ensures a sudden death shootout. A round of sudden death. Anangono, what the hell was he doing? If they miss, the 5th penalty will be for the win. Anangono could not make sure they get 23. That is Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith to make sure Cartagines at least gets to a sudden death. Or at least, well, at this point it would be. Comunicaciones would have to score, but Cartagines, if they miss, Comunicaciones will be going for the winner. If he scores, Comunicaciones will be trying to stay alive. Smith to at least ensure a sudden death shootout. Shot, goal. 3-2, 3-2. We have an extra round. Well, we don't know. Right now, they've at least ensured an extra round of the shootout. If Cartagines gets a save, if Comunicaciones misses, the tie is over. Cartagines goes to Champions Cup. If Comunicaciones scores, we go to a sudden death round. 20. Number 20 is Antonio Lopez. Antonio Lopez. Antonio Lopez to keep Comunicaciones alive. If he doesn't score, the game is over. Their Champions League or Champions Cup hopes are over, even before the tournament starts. Comunicaciones, Lopez to keep them alive, takes the shot, goal! 3-3, 3-3. We go one more round. At least. Boom. Top bins. We go one more at the very least. 3-3. We go one more. Uno más. 18. Mm. 16. Christian Martinez. There doesn't look like there's a number 18. Christian Martinez. Okay. Christian Martinez to keep Cartagines alive. Takes the shot. In goal. Christian Martinez. Comunicaciones have to answer. Or Barahona. Oh, it was Barahona. Why was there no number 18? Oh, Carlos Barahona. Okay. Well, I'm not doing a review anyway. Whatever. I'm not RSRing it anyway. Who cares? Carlos Barahona was the goal scorer. Yeah, I'm just going to close the book after I'm done. Forget the extra time, or the stats. Corena. Jose Corena. Jose Corena to keep Comunicaciones alive. Long run up. Corena. Shot, goal. 4-4. 4-4. Now, we have another round. It'd be funny if Martinez came up. If not, I'll just put Barahona down for him. Who cares? If not, that doesn't matter. I'm not reviewing it anyway. It'd be funny if he came up next. Cartagines needs to put more recognizable. Oh, he did come up. Jesus Lord. So it actually is Christian Martinez. Martinez to get another round. This is Martinez. Shot. Saved! Saved! There we go. Comunicaciones for the win. Comunicaciones for the win. 4-4, 4-4, 5-4. We'll see. So this is a way to qualify for Champions Cup. Jose Pinto. Jose Pinto, it's up to you. For the win. Jose Pinto for the win. The center back. Don't screw this up. Jose Pinto. If only for my picks. Jose Pinto. Go! Goal! Goal! Goal de Pinto! Comunicaciones avanza a la Copa de Campeones de la CONCACAF. Comunicaciones ganar 5-4 en penales. He put it through his legs. No way. He put it through his legs. No way. Balls. That is balls of steel. That is balls of steel. Jose Pinto. Jesus Christ. He was like, here we go. Comunicaciones win. 1-1 draw on the night. 5-4 on penalties. 2-2 on aggregate. 1-1. 1-1 esta noche. 2-2 global. 5-4 en penales. Comunicaciones to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. As a play-in winner. There they go. There it is. Champions Cup. 4. Really? Just now? And they didn't trade anybody. Screw McDaniels. Punk. Screw that punk. Well, that being said, there you go. Comunicaciones. That was, I agree. Alajuelense should win, and Independiente, we'll see if they can make a comeback, but they'll either blow them out or not make the comeback. It'll be a boring game, and they won't make the comeback. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in place. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for a live watch along. and a review of both these games, Columbus Crew versus Atlanta United FC, and El Diabloense versus CS Herediano in the Central American Cup. I'll be live for those, and I'll review both of those. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll be there for both the whole damn way. I'll see you then. Congratulations, Comunicaciones. Felicidades. Felicidades. Cremas. And commiserations to Cartagines. I'll see you. I'm out. Peace.